What's going on, y'all? I'm DJ Heat, and welcome to my first album. What is my first album, you say? Hey, we're gonna take you on a journey through musical nostalgia. Think back to that first CD that you caught from Sam Goody. Oh, you could have got a tape from the bootleg man. And for my younger generation, you remember the first thing you got off of iTunes or when you got that Spotify for the first time? Yeah, that's how we're gonna do it. It's my first album. What's going on, everybody? DJ Heat here, back again with another episode of my first album. This one's gonna be good, man.
Oh my God, why did I tell you about this?
Listen, sitting next to me is radio personality slash philanthropist slash published author. Look at that there. She got books now, y'all. Slash all around good person, Sunni And the City. Hello, Sunni.
Hi, Sunni.
Oh, your teeth always look nice. I'm like blinded by your teeth.
Am I? Okay.
You want to shout out your dentist?
No, because I had to pay for these.
Oh,
it was not an endorsement.
Oh, okay.
It was not an endorsement.
We ain't gonna worry about that. What we are gonna worry about this episode of my first album.
Okay.
All right.
I want to know how you even started this. What's so interesting about the first album?
You know, I think
DJ Heat.
I think we all have memories of the first album that we ever purchased. Like for me, it was Janet Jackson's Control.
Okay.
Like I still remember where I was when I purchased that. I was at a flea market with my grandmother.
Okay.
And I was like, no, with the Janet Jackson right there. And I remember opening it up and reading the lyrics on the inside. And then the conversations just came about with a bunch of people just randomly. Like people would talk about, oh, I remember my first album. Before I even knew that, you know, I was going to make this show happen. I'm like, this conversation comes up a lot. And it's pretty cool. So I think it's pretty cool with you as well.
Yeah.
What is your first album that you copped, Miss Sunni?
Okay, so I will say it was a collective effort of me and my sister.
Okay.
So I got Lil Kim's hardcore album.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, I know how old I was when hardcore came out.
Okay.
I was 17.
Okay.
You're younger than me.
Yes.
So Sunni.
And I got it in 8th grade. It was 1998 when I got it. So you were like
14 listening to Lil Kim's hardcore.
Okay, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. So my dad used to work at this factory, and they would give him, as a Christmas gift, they would give him like gift cards to Sam Goody, whatever the stores, you know, whatever the record stores used to be.
Showing our age.
Yeah, so me and my sister and my brother, we would use our cards and put them together, and we'd buy an album. And I think, because we got to the United States in '97.
Nice.
So I think me and my brother and my sister, we took our brother's money because we were like, you're too young, you don't even need music.
You don't need music.
You don't need music. And we each picked, and I think my sister got the Spice Girls Spice World album because I was a big, we were huge Spice Girl fans. And I got the Lil Kim, and I don't even know why, but I just remember it was like my introduction to hip hop. And I used to see on TV, I would see Puffy, and you know, he had the videos with Biggie. And I would see Lil Kim, and I would see like Brandy and Monica had their thing. And I was fascinated. And I just thought, because I just started falling in love with hip hop a little bit more than R&B, I just saw Lil Kim and I was like, I have to have this album.
Right. She was iconic during that time because her style,
everything.
Her look, that famous poster where she had in the bikini, and she was like.
And I think, you know, MTV Awards, they usually air in like August or something, and we had got here in February. So by the time I learned a little English and I saw the awards in '97, I was just like, oh my God. And it's just kind of like how I got into it. But I used to listen to the album in the car with my parents. And I thought it was like, oh, this is great.
Time out.
But my parents didn't speak English. And they were just like, oh, this is, what
so
is
they
this?
didn't know.
They had no idea.
I used to be scared of it. Now I throw my lips on it. So you're rapping along to that song while your parents in the car, and your parents have no clue.
I was like, oh, this is a song. Oh,
Lil Kim talk about, I don't want tonight to eat my right. Do they know now?
No.
So they're going to know
No,
now.
see, my dad doesn't speak English still, and you know.
Gosh,
but I mean, music is music, and I just thought, I was like, oh, I was so fascinated. I was like, oh wow, America's music is pretty out there. It's pretty
raunchy.
It's pretty raunchy, because I didn't know anything about American music. I just knew what did I listen to before I even got here? I don't know. I just knew of like Michael Jackson, but I never heard a song from him. And I learned some Backstreet Boys stuff in the camps and stuff like that. But, you know, once I got here, I just got exposed to all of these different things. And I was like, wow, it's pretty out there. And then you match it with the outfits and everything that what I was seeing on TV. And I was like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Oh my goodness.
But I was late. Think about it. I had a cassette tape. I bought those cassette tapes.
Wow.
So CDs were already out.
Right.
But because the cassette tapes was cheaper, we would, you know, get our money and we would buy cassette tapes.
So you rewinded.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah. Oh.
It was a lot.
Okay, so did your siblings know what Kim was saying as well? Because I'm just so in awe that you listened to this album and I think I had to sneak and buy the CD. Yeah. And so my mom wouldn't know I was listening to it.
I just don't think we thought of it in that way. Like it was raunchy, but we were just like, oh, this sounds so great. And I don't, you know, later on I was like, was I really listening to Lil Kim at 14, 15 years old? What the hell was I thinking?
That is wild.
Yeah, it was like, oh wow, this music is so great. And I get she's saying that, but wow, this is great stuff.
Yo, this is freaking hilarious. Like, I love it.
Like, I wouldn't even play it now in front of like my parents. You know, my mom knows a little bit, and I would be so uncomfortable. I mean, I don't think I can even do it. But back then, it was just, I was so new to the country and new to the language. So I don't think it was hitting me. The lyrics weren't hitting me that hard. I just thought it was great. Like,
you just
this woman, energy. I know she's fly.
Yeah. She could dress well.
Yeah, so I don't think the lyrics really hit me like that. I was like, oh, this is raunchy, but okay.
Yo, that's so crazy. And you mentioned Puffy. I remember her first single was No Time. It had Puffy in the video. They was like dancing on the escalator. A lot of people didn't know that it was produced by Stevie J as well.
Really?
Yeah, see, I was throwing that fact at you. Stevie J produced it, and a lot of folks just know him from Love and Hip Hop. You know, we're doing his thing right now. And also, the joint, I used to be scared of the... So, here's another fun fact. That song was originally a diss song towards Tupac and Faith Evans.
Really?
Yes, because...
I learned something new.
Listen, I'm trying to teach you because evidently since you were a year late to the bandwagon.
I was. So you know, I didn't know Tupac died for a while. You know, I always tell that story.
Okay. Please tell the story.
Yeah, I was in...
So you came to the country in what year again?
97.
97. So Tupac, he already been there.
He already died, yeah.
Oh my God.
And I remember by the time I kind of got to his music, and something had happened at the lunchroom, and I was saying something about him, and this kid was like, "You know he dead, right?" And it broke my heart, and I was like, "What?" I was like, are you trying to say that I'm never going to meet him and never going to see him in concert?
Oh my gosh.
I was a little late to the party. I was trying to catch up on the culture.
Oh my gosh.
First of all, I was trying to learn the English. I was trying to understand what the hell it was saying. Yeah. I actually told Puff that. I was like, you know, in my book I talk about, I was like, you know, I was used to listen to you guys on the radio, and I would try to write down the lyrics and trying to translate them and understand what you guys were saying. Like, I was fascinated. So cool. And that's what you think about the hip hop culture, how it impacts the world. Yeah. You see kids there are artists who will fall off here. That's true. You know, we will say, oh, they fell off, they're not as big. And they will sell out arenas in other countries. Listen. People are fascinated, in other places in the world, people are fascinated with hip hop and American culture in general.
Why do you think that is?
Because people view America as this great place that everybody wants to be. And I know we live here and we obviously see all the issues that we have in America. Right. But when you're outside of it and you're living in your country, the issues are different.
That's true. That's true.
And some of them are bad. So you're looking at America in a whole different way than what we see it from the inside. So people are just fascinated with America in general. Okay. I know we were. We were just like, oh my God, America's like this place, this magical place that it's going to be, you know. And then, you know, now I'm like, okay, well, America got issues. You know, I didn't know. You know, when I came here, I didn't know about slavery or anything. You know, I thought it was all peaches and cream. And they were like, well, you know, I met all my black friends. They were like, well, you know, and I was like, what happened?
Let me tell you about the Middle Passage.
They were like, let us tell you about the history. And I was like, what? Yes. You know, so other people in other countries have their own issues, but everyone in the world, a lot of people view America as this place. And especially hip hop culture is, I mean, it's global. It's huge.
It's huge.
Yeah.
You putting out a book It's huge. Still
Is it?
Yes, look at that. I got so sized. That's some DC slang right there.
I say size now.
What?
I do.
Is it because of Joe?
No, I don't know. I probably got it from you a long time ago.
Oh, that's right. Oh,
I know so sized.
I know you got Bama from me.
I did get Bama from you.
Yeah.
I definitely got that from you.
Y'all Bama's better recognized who taught Sunny how to say Bama out in these streets.
I know.
Still I Shine.
Yeah.
What made you decide to finally put out a book?
Oh my God, I've been writing. Okay, so forever I used to always say I'm writing a book, even though I wasn't. It was like my thing. People were like, aren't you from Bosnia? I was like, yeah, you know, I lived this sort of life. Yeah. You know I'm writing a book, right? I was not writing a book. And then, yeah, so I started.
Just to sound cool?
Just to sound cool. And then my friends were like, please, jot down something, because I was telling them all of these stories, and they were telling me, okay, the world really needs to hear these stories.
Right.
So I slowly started writing over the years, and then it just kind of snowballed. Nice. And one of my friends introduced me to my current publisher, Ashley Graham, and she read the script that I had written, and she was like, can we curse on here?
Yeah.
Oh, she's like, this is the greatest shit ever. And I was like, really? You know, I was just like, who's to read my story? And she's like, no, we gotta get you an editor. It just gotta be put together a little bit more. And basically all last summer we worked on putting the book together. There was a lot of things that got cut out, editing and all that. But it was just a crazy process. And for me, I just was scared because, first of all, it talks a lot about my family and things like that. So I was a little afraid of how my family was going to take it.
Gotcha.
And me and my family, we just aren't, well, me and my parents, I should say, we aren't very open. You know, like I don't sit down and talk to my parents like, well, let me tell you how my day was.
Yeah.
My parents don't know a lot about my life.
No, I
So, and my mother read it.
Yeah, I'm
and
the same
she
way
called
with my
me
family.
2 weeks ago, and she was like,
uh-oh.
So all this stuff that happened in Miami, seems like it's a lot. And I was like, yeah. And I think for her it was just a shock of not knowing, because we just don't speak in that way. We're
for
very
a mother
vague.
to find out something like that about their child.
So but it's great. I've been getting an amazing response from people. People really love it. So we're doing really great with the book. We have some book signings coming up and a tour and stuff like that. Okay. But it's funny because I have a whole new idea that I'm going to do this summer, and I'm going to focus on that. Okay. That came from this book, and it's going to be actually bigger than this.
We're going to get the...
it's not a sequel.
I was going to say, we're going to get the movie, though? We're going to get
I eventually would like for this to be a movie, but I'm actually going to create a line of children's books. After we went to the school at Bunker Hill Elementary. Yeah. Because the stories, so the stories that I have as a child that I did, my adventures, after reading the books, I was like, these stories of me growing up can be adventures for kids to read, because this isn't for children.
That's so cool.
And I was like, oh my God. I can create a whole storyline of little books for children about my adventures as a kid in this foreign land, in the country, in a village, doing crazy things with animals. Yeah, they can learn so much, so many lessons. And I was like, that's what I'm going to do this summer, is I'm going to focus on my children's books.
Awesome. If you had to pick somebody to play you in a movie, who would it be?
Oh my God. I have not thought about that.
Really?
At all, no.
Oh.
Oh my God. I don't know.
You don't know.
Somebody pretty.
That's okay.
Just somebody cute. Can we have Beyonce?
Beyonce will play. Beyonce, if you're watching right now,
they're gonna be like, what?
We got this role we're gonna present to you. You're gonna play the little black girl from Houston. Will play this Bosnian woman right here. Yes. Beyonce.
I have no idea. I honestly didn't even think about that. I'll have to think about that.
All right, cool. We're gonna get back to you. That Sunny, thank you so much for your time today. Tell the people how they could get at you on the social medias. And all that
Sunny and the City on everything: Instagram, Twitter. Still I Shine is on Amazon. You can search that. It's the first one that pops up. Still I Shine. It's up there with Michelle Obama's book. And
excuse us.
Well, you know how they they put like books that are related, but by the views that you're searching. So it's not like other people searching. It's like you searching. But the fact that they put her cover next to mine, I freaked out because I was like, am I next to Michelle? And my friends were like, no, that's just because you searched the book and then you looked at hers. No. And I was like, it doesn't matter. The fact that she's next to me just means everything. I did. I was like, I'm next to Michelle Obama on Amazon.
Oh my God.
And they were like, not really, but okay.
No, Sunny, always a great time. Thank you.
Thank you.
We out, y'all.